The Santa Lucia ecosystem. Many said it was impossible, that there wouldn't be enough time, that engineering would fall short, or that the sky itself wouldn't allow it. But today, the dust of construction has settled to reveal a reality that is transforming the heart of the country. It is not just an airport. It is an internationally award-winning complex for its design, a logistics hub that now moves the largest volume of cargo in Mexico, and a cultural ecosystem unique in the world, where ancient history coexists with modern aviation. From the unbreakable discipline and absolute dedication of the military personnel, whose efficiency and precision allowed this work to be built in record time, to its consolidation as the new economic engine of the Valley of Mexico. This is the story of a vision that took off against all odds. Welcome to a new episode. Today, on Horizontes Mexico, we explore in depth the Felipe Ángeles International Airport, the Santa Lucia ecosystem. But before we begin, stay with us until the end, because we will reveal the 7 most surprising facts about AIFA that you probably didn't know and that will completely change the way you see this airport. From military base to international gateway. To understand the present of AIFA, we must look back. In November 1952, under the mandate of Miguel Alemán, this air terminal was inaugurated in Zumpango. However, it wasn't born for commerce, but as the bastion of our defense, the Santa Lucia Military Air Base. For 7 decades, this was the heart of training and the honor of Mexican military pilots. As we entered the 21st century, the landscape changed. The Benito Juárez International Airport, AICM, reached its limit. Despite the creation of Terminal 2, the AICM became insufficient. With only 2 runways, the margin for maneuver was exhausted, operations reached a critical pace, with landings separated by mere seconds, testing the safety and logistics of the capital. The first proposed solution was a megaproject in the Texcoco Lake bed. However, with the change of administration in 2018, the new government made a bold decision that would redefine the course of national infrastructure. Cancel the Texcoco project and, instead, transform the historic military base into a state-of-the-art civil airport complex. Thus, the Felipe Ángeles International Airport project was born. The name was not chosen by chance. General Felipe Ángeles was Mexico's finest artilleryman and a brilliant strategist. But beyond weapons, he was a humanist who sought reconciliation during the revolution. His legacy of loyalty and integrity is, today, the moral pillar of this airport. The mission was entrusted to the Sedena Corps of Engineers. In April 2019, the Earth began to move. What followed was a feat of discipline. The complex was built in just 2 years and 5 months. Exactly 884 days of uninterrupted work that culminated on March 21, 2022, when then-President Andrés Manuel López Obrador cut the inaugural ribbon, marking the beginning of a new era for Mexican aviation. Cutting-edge engineering, the Sedena Challenge. Building an airport of this magnitude was not only an engineering challenge but one of logistics and determination, as the project was racing against the clock under the premise of Republican austerity. The mission was left in the hands of the Felipe Ángeles Corps of Engineers, who, using the highest technology, faced a terrain that demanded creative solutions. This was not a remodeling, it was a total transformation. Concrete and asphalt plants were installed on site to speed up supply and reduce costs, achieving total control over the quality of materials. One of the greatest technical challenges was the runway system. 3 main runways were built, equipped with next-generation technology for simultaneous operations, even in low-visibility conditions. To achieve a building that met all safety, functionality, and aesthetic requirements without sacrificing the budget, a highly intelligent technical design was chosen. It begins with a grid of columns supporting a gable roof with large skylights. This structure is not only imposing but bathes the interior in natural light, which also filters through floor-to-ceiling windows covering the entire perimeter, creating a sense of freedom and spaciousness for the traveler. Regarding safety, military engineers implemented seismic isolation systems under the terminal. This cutting-edge technique protects the structure and guarantees passenger integrity during any seismic event, making AIFA one of the safest buildings in all of Mexico. But Mexican ingenuity is also reflected in the details that celebrate our identity. The terminal stands out for its themed restrooms, where every corner tells a story. From the golden age of Mexican cinema and the passion of lucha libre, to the history of trains in Mexico. It is an unexpected cultural gallery that allows visitors to experience the most unique aspects of our country. On the exterior, the symbolism continues. The control tower, for example, is inspired by the macuahuitl, the emblematic weapon of Mexica warriors. Additionally, the green areas between the terminal and the parking lot offer a breath of fresh air for connecting travelers. While on the top level of the parking structure, the Plaza Mexicana has become a favorite spot for aviation enthusiasts, who can enjoy the view or taste international dishes at the La Chicharita restaurant. A little-known fact, the engineering wasn't just civil, it was also a rescue of the past. During excavations, the team found a graveyard of giants. Pleistocene mammoth remains. Far from stopping the work, military discipline integrated INAH experts, allowing construction to advance alongside the archaeological rescue. Resource management was the hallmark of this stage. Every square meter of the terminal, from the high-tech baggage handling system to the 360-degree visibility control towers, was planned to be functional, modern, and, above all, sovereign. Here, military efficiency proved it was possible to build with transparency and financial rigor. In the end, what many saw as an impossible mission is today clear proof that the talent, discipline, and dedication of military personnel can achieve global standards in record time. Growth and operational reality, the hard data. Beyond architecture and engineering, the true litmus test for any airport is its operability. In this regard, Felipe Ángeles has silenced critics with strong figures. What began as a project in development has transformed into a connection hub that breaks its own records month after month. Passenger growth has been steady. AIFA has managed to attract major national and international airlines, expanding its offer of destinations not only within Mexico but to the United States, Central America, and the Caribbean. Traveler flow is already counted in the millions, proving that demand in the Valley of Mexico urgently needed this relief. In fact, this growth has been so rapid that the terminal building is already reaching its maximum operational capacity. Given this scenario, the original master plan enters a new phase. Very soon, construction of the second stage will begin, which consists of mirroring the current terminal. With this expansion, AIFA will not only maintain its efficiency but will completely double its capacity for operations and passenger service, consolidating itself as one of the largest airports on the continent. But where AIFA has made a definitive statement is in the logistics sector. Following the decree that moved cargo operations from the saturated AICM to Santa Lucia, this airport became, almost overnight, the most important customs office in the country by international cargo volume. Efficiency in handling goods and the vastness of its customs facilities have optimized supply chains, injecting unprecedented economic vitality into the entire region. The charts don't lie. Higher punctuality, reduced wait times in immigration, and an infrastructure that is just beginning to show its full potential. The success of Felipe Ángeles is not a future promise, it is a statistical reality that consolidates every day with every takeoff and every landing. More than an airport, a cultural aeronautical cluster. What truly distinguishes Felipe Ángeles from any other airport in the world is its concept of an ecosystem. Here, transport infrastructure blends with culture, history, and military life, creating a cultural aeronautical cluster that invites exploration even if you don't have a scheduled flight. We start with the passenger terminal, the core of this complex. With its 384,000 square meters, it is designed to process millions of travelers with enviable efficiency. But, on the other side of the runways lies the military city. This is a model of modern urbanism where our soldiers' families have housing and services, but it also opens its doors to the public through an unprecedented cultural corridor. The main star is, undoubtedly, the Quinametsin Mammoth Museum. Its avant-garde architecture and international-level museography are a feat in themselves, as the museum was set up in record time to protect one of the most important paleontological collections in Latin America. Walking through it, visitors are surrounded by beautiful murals and dioramas that recreate life in the Pleistocene with astonishing fidelity, reminding us that this soil has been home to dozens of species like the giant mammoths that went extinct just a few thousand years ago. And from the past, we travel to modernity at the Military Aviation Museum. Under a monumental hangar, an impressive display of real aircraft that have graced our skies is preserved. From the imposing F-105 Thunderchief fighter and the emblematic Boeing 727, to one of the largest helicopters in the world, the Mi-26. It is a journey through courage and technological evolution. During weekends, visitors can even be surprised by dynamic model airplane displays. For lovers of nostalgia, the Cuna de Tierra Blanca Railway Museum offers a unique experience with its historic wagons and the majestic presidential train. It is a tribute to the mode of transport that forged our nation's connectivity. Best of all, access to these three museums is completely free, making them a space for knowledge and recreation accessible to all families. Integrated connectivity, the road to the future. A world-class airport is only as good as the roads that lead to it. Therefore, the development of AIFA was accompanied by a total re-engineering of connectivity in the Valley of Mexico. It wasn't just about paving streets, but about creating a system of arteries uniting Mexico City, the state of Mexico, and Hidalgo with this new gateway to the world. Today, reaching Felipe Ángeles is faster and easier than ever thanks to large-scale works like the Tonanitla Free Road, a controlled access route that allows you to arrive from the city center without paying tolls. Added to this are the expansions of the Mexico-Pachuca Highway and the Mexiquench exterior circuit, which have drastically reduced travel times, integrating areas like Tizayuca and Pachuca into the airport's economic dynamics. But the crown jewel of connectivity is about to reach its full potential. We are at a historic moment. At the end of this month of April 2026, the extension of the suburban train, Tren Suburbano, is finally inaugurated, directly connecting Buena Vista Station, in the heart of Mexico City, with the AIFA terminal. This state-of-the-art rail system is not only an engineering triumph but a total shift in the traveler experience. In a journey of approximately 40 minutes, without worrying about traffic or peak hours, passengers can travel safely, comfortably, and affordably from practically any point in the capital, via the metro and other transport, straight to the check-in counter. This work is the final link that consolidates Felipe Ángeles as the most logical and efficient option for modern travelers, eliminating distances and uniting regions definitively. Special section, the 7 most surprising facts about AIFA. As promised at the beginning, here are the 7 facts that make Felipe Ángeles a unique project of its kind. 1. An ancient discovery. During construction, more than 600 mammoth skeletons were found, making the site the most important paleontological deposit in Latin America. It was literally built over world history. 2. Seismic technology. The terminal building rests on 1,318 seismic isolators. 3. Movie-like restrooms. They aren't just facilities, they are a cultural gallery. There are 36 themed bathrooms honoring everything from lucha libre and the golden age of cinema to Pueblos Mágicos and aviation history. 4. Reinforced runways. The runways at Felipe Ángeles feature an impressive thickness of 1 meter of high-resistance CEMEX concrete. This colossal layer of engineering allows the airport to seamlessly handle the largest cargo aircraft on the planet, such as the Antonov or the Boeing 747-8. 5. Military efficiency. The Sedena Corps of Engineers built this complex in just 884 days. For a project of this magnitude, it is one of the fastest execution times recorded internationally. 6. The King of Cargo. In record time, AIFA became Mexico's #1 airport for international cargo handling, surpassing the AICM and consolidating itself as the country's main logistics hub. 7. Aerial sustainability. The airport has its own wastewater treatment plant and a natural lighting system that drastically reduces electricity consumption, committing to a greener operation. A horizon of growth. The Felipe Ángeles International Airport has ceased to be a promise and has become a pillar of modern Mexico. With its award-winning architecture, its success as a global logistics hub, and rail connectivity that finally eliminates distances, AIFA stands not just as a terminal, but as an engine of well-being and development for Mexico City, the state of Mexico, and Hidalgo. It is, without a doubt, a must-visit place and a source of pride for national engineering. OUTRO, we want to thank you for joining us on this in-depth tour. At Horizontes Mexico, our mission is to show you the projects transforming our reality. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming releases. Your support is essential to keep creating this content. Tell us in the comments, have you visited AIFA yet, or do you plan to try the suburban train on your next trip? What other megaprojects would you like us to analyze? And get ready, because in our next video, we will explore the Alinea, the first electric car designed 100% by Mexican hands. See the credit on the video description. Thank you for being part of this community, and we'll see you at the next horizon.